Ah, introductions, I'm so bad at.
Has no audio on. I got it, guys. Thank you so much. I that was me. That was my screw up. Yes, yes. All right. So, anyways, you can introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Well, I'm Beezlebubbles, a variety streamer here on Twitch that runs a positive community. There
Uh,
isn't really much else to say, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of hard to introduce myself. Not
no,
used to that yet.
no. You know what? I'm starting to get used to doing this like podcast where I'm like, okay, so this is me and all that stuff. For anyone that doesn't know me, I'm Stayerblade, and I like beards and stuff. But anyways, no, the one thing I really like about your community that I wanted to kind of like talk about is the fact that your positivity, like just in general positivity. I'm there's not a lot of people out there that are podcasters or not podcasters, sorry, that are streamers that are like show positivity, and just for being in your Discord for one day, I can see the utmost positivity. Like it's actually pretty awesome to see a Discord that's moving. It's not just a stagnant like amount of people. For
It's
shout out to your Discord for being such a freaking nice, like, I mean, just for like talking like, hey, how's your day, how's everyone going, oh, how's your weather, like it's just it's nice to see. So
it's definitely a very active community, especially in the Discord, I
yeah.
would definitely say. Uh, Guys. But it's positive like a family. Like I call it the Beazle fam for a very specific reason.
Mhm.
And I would definitely say one of the reasons is because we bust each other's balls.
Yeah.
Because we all view each other close like family. We're just like, eat a dick. But we know that we're all playing around, having fun.
Yeah.
But we also know that not to cross the line, don't insult each other, be nice, be, be adults,
Yeah. Yeah,
be a
for
decent
sure.
human being.
For sure. So I do want to ask you, so what made you come up with your name? What was the one thing when you were like making your Twitch name? What was the one thing that you're like, this is the reason why?
Well, Beelzebub has been my screen name for years.
Okay.
It's for many, many years. I would say 7 or 8 years.
Okay. All right.
Um, it actually came along while looking for dog names with my stepsister. Funny enough.
Yeah.
And Beelzebub came up. She's like, no, but that fits you. I was like, the demon, really? She's like, yeah. I was like, all right. And then later on, did some mythology studying, and I was like, okay. So let's switch it around, make it easier, more catchy. So Beezle,
Yeah.
and then feminine Bubbles.
I do like it. And I especially not only do I like your name, but I also like the your artwork, and I wanted to ask you about that as well. Because I've been like looking at your artwork, just the not only the tattoos that you have, but also the artwork that's on your channel and whatnot. And I wanted to like whoever made that artwork. I don't know if it was you or if it was someone else that one of your community members, but holy shit, is that artwork amazing? Just
Thank you.
oh my gosh. I every time I've looked at it, I'm like, I really whoever did it, I want to know so I can talk to them and be like,
Can I
can
commission?
I need commissions. Like I need I'm so like that's one big thing about the Twitch art community and like I'm super into talking to those people about getting like their artwork done, and then I want to do I have a couple right now in my office. I want to get at least I don't know 5 or 6 more within this year. So yeah, definitely. Um, so okay, so the got your name down. I want to ask you also when you started off, what was the reason you started Twitch?
Very first reason I started Twitch was I hit a hardship
Mm-hmm.
with work. I was fired from work for like 3 days, and I started streaming on Twitch on my birthday.
Okay.
And I was a viewer for a long time, never a streamer, and then just streamed for the first year, like only 3 to 5 times max.
Okay.
Wasn't really anything set, and then it's like, you know what? I want to get more involved, so I just made a schedule and have been sticking to it since.
I like it. And what have you found through streaming have been your number one things that you like you're happy about, and there was a couple things that you like hurdles that you've jumped over for streaming.
Happy about, I would definitely say, is my community and the people I've gotten to know
Okay.
through streaming, and definitely the stories I've heard about my stream helping them get through a tough time and all the motivational things. Like, that's definitely been my biggest motivation ever. Like, I'll save screenshots from messages.
That's awesome.
It's so overwhelming. I need like a bulletin board.
Yeah, that's sweet.
You mentioned a hurdle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what were some hurdles that you had to jump over when it came to streaming?
Laziness.
Laziness. Okay. Is it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
your schedule in general?
Um, it's working 7 days a week
Hmm.
and then coming home, having a dog, making sure she's all taken care of, and then getting ready and set up for the stream. Another hurdle that I had to overcome was all my streaming equipment at one point was destroyed. And like the TV, the laptop, everything was destroyed. And my community pulled through. And thanks to them, we have a streaming PC. We
Oh,
got a new, we even got a new PS4, all thanks to them.
that's awesome.
Love you.
That's some heartfelt shit. Like
The,
that's
the chair, the greens, everything that you see
yeah.
is all thanks to them.
That's freaking
All
sweet.
of it.
That's awesome. See, and that's something that keeps people pushing. Like I can say that when it came to streaming in the beginning, it was just like me and one other person who came into my stream and was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" You know. And then that one person who decided to donate like $1, it made me like freak out, and it kept me streaming as long as I've been doing it on and off again. But at the same time, like now I'm starting to get like not only a schedule but also content that I want to talk about, like talking about people and highlighting people like you and others that I've talked to through this podcast. I like putting people's name out there because it's not just the lyrics and the summits and all. It's the people that are coming up that are the force to be reckoned with. And I feel like just seeing your not only your content but your community and how much they've honestly been able to support and love the what they've built together with you. It's amazing to see because you could have a really great streamer, but if their community is trash, then
It
it
falls apart.
right, it falls apart, and people don't realize that that's a big thing. And I think a lot of bigger name streamers sometimes take advantage of the fact that they have a gigantic community that is almost like an army. So it's nice to see people using their good, I guess.
I mean, I like to personally get around to every community member and just have a one-on-one talk to them.
Yeah.
I don't always get to, but it was definitely something that I've always loved doing for my community. Just to be like, oh, you're new and you're in Discord and I see you being active. Like, I'll go and message you and be like, hey, what's up? And people, for some reason, I don't know if it's just the streamer aspect, hi, I'm human, you know, but they just get starstruck sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, I make mistakes. I I oversleep to
Yeah.
work all the time. Like,
Yeah.
you know. Uh, but I also slightly do disagree about big time streamers taking advantage of the community, or I think it growing after a certain point, you realize you can't do those sort of things. You
Mhm.
can't. I know after a degree, if everything keeps growing at the rate it is, I'm not going to be able to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And I've already told my community, I'll feel bad, but I'll talk more publicly because it's already getting hard. There's already so many people active in Discord. I can't
Okay.
always keep one-on-one chats going, but like I'll keep the main chat going with you. We can all talk.
Yeah.
But I also have very awesome mods. Shout out to those people
Yeah.
that do what I do, and if they see someone that needs help, they'll privately message them and help them.
That's awesome. So when you were starting off also, who were some of the people that you looked at as influences to streaming, or was there anyone at all?
I love, and it's gonna be funny, but I love excessive profanity.
Oh yeah.
I I,
Okay.
I, I love him. He's great.
Mhm.
You know, his content's professional, but I also just love it when he loses his shit. It shows his human side, you
Yes.
know? But everyone still is sitting there in chat, still calmly discussing things. And it just goes to show you can have an in depth conversation, you can talk about anything, be a dick.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I feel like if people embrace it, like their dick side or whatnot, it's okay because it's not I'm trying to I think I don't know how to word it. It's not a big deal. Now if it's out of the blue, then it might catch people off. But if it's constantly a thing, I think I it becomes almost like a character at the same time. And I think people get used to it, in my own personal opinion. But
that makes sense.
yeah.
But I also think people get a little too offended
Oh
when
yeah.
people are trying to just simply discuss their point of view.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, that's why I love his communities, because everyone can discuss their opinion and be respected for it, even if someone disagrees. And that's kind of what I really take for my own community. I'm like, you can talk about anything, just be respectful.
I like that.
So we've been able to have in-depth conversations on Discord, have
Mhm.
the feels train, as we call it. We're all sitting there gathering together, crying, reading Discord, but we're just like, hey, it's okay, you know?
So I do want to ask another question. I've asked a lot of streamers that come on here. Where do you see your stream building off to? Do you have something, a plan for the next, I want to say next 2 to 3 years, for your stream? Not just growth, but also like, do you have a direction that you want to take it?
um, of course, partnership,
Of
you
course.
know, that's like the given.
Yes, of course.
But past that would be to aim for full time.
Mhm.
I mean, that's really resting on the community at that point. You're giving your life in the hands of the community and their support in every aspect of your
Absolutely.
life. But
Absolutely.
I trust my community from already to be able to help and make that a dream.
I like that. It's kind of an offshoot question. It's not even an offshoot question. I do want to ask, how many different colors has your hair been, and what color has it not been? So it's not a streaming question, but I figured I'd ask you.
No, it's all good. I've been dyeing my hair ever since I was 13.
Okay.
And so 10 plus years of dyeing. Holy. It's been every color but solid black.
Would you do solid black?
No.
Okay. As
Reason being, it's too hard to strip out.
Yeah.
But I've done patches of black, and this is actually in the process of turning white.
Okay.
But then from white, I'm gonna keep that for a little bit and then do like a sunset transition through it.
I was like seeing people that can change their hair. I was talking to a bunch of people about changing my hair color for TwitchCon this year, but the problem is that my hair is not like, it's brown, so it's gonna be bleach the crap out of it, and I don't know. I've been talking to people about teal or blue or just like purple. But the thing is, if I do purple, I don't know if it'll stay long. And that's my biggest thing. I think I'm like, I've never dyed my hair. People talk about dyeing their beards, and if I dye my beard, that's gonna be a problem. I will never do a glitter beard, Bruni. I will never do a glitter beard. I'd have to shave my beard afterwards, and that's horrible. I look like a child without this beard. That's why I keep.
Baby face.
Yeah, it keeps the 5 chins in check. That's why I keep the beard on. It's the only way to go. It's the only way to go.
Uh, I well, believe it or not, I'm a ginger girl
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
So I know what it's like to bleach. Say this is bleaching red out. If you wanted advice, I can help so you're not damaging your hair bleaching it. Because a lot of people make tons of mistakes. Even salons make mistakes
Mhm.
bleaching hair. So,
Yeah.
and purple will rest better than blue.
Okay. All right, it's good to know. I've heard a bunch of different things from a bunch of different people. Uh, I've heard purple sometimes won't stay, and I've heard now from you purple does stay. I've heard, is teal okay? Like I don't know. I, I, that's my
The
problem.
blues are risky,
Okay.
especially a teal, because a teal, the base color is green. So if you're bleaching your hair, you need to make it as pretty much as white as you can get it to get a nice, like your, you know, like your actual color that you
Yeah,
have on your stream. I
yeah,
can't think of the term, but
I gotcha.
um, to get it that actual color, it would pretty much have to be white, and then but it also depends on the brand.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I also think if all else fails, if it looks horrible, I'm just gonna shave my head. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
shave.
you're a guy. You can do that.
I'll shave my head and I'll rock a beanie until it grows out, and I really don't care at that point. I shaved my head once before. I'll do it again.
That's why I wear a beanie. My community called me out on that when my roots come in. A beanie. No shame. Actually, tons of shame.
It's all good. Are you talking on TwitchCon? Are you going this year?
I don't know with finances right now,
Mm-hmm.
and especially work recently threw a big curveball at me that might be out of a job towards the end of the year, which really hinders the
Yeah,
thought of TwitchCon.
for sure, for sure. I just don't understand how people just like, hey, by the way, see you later. Just, yeah,
That's how we met.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like TwitchCon is I had to say, for anyone that's never been to TwitchCon, is one of the coolest things I've ever done. I've met 1,000 good people, and there's 1,000 good people that I want to see again this year. Like that's what I mean, it's one of those things that I don't think there's any other way of doing it. Even if there's like the local meetups and stuff. Local meetups are cool, but the TwitchCon was just I don't know. It was a shit show, but it was fun. It was definitely fun.
TwitchCon was definitely going and knowing that everyone there is on Twitch.
Yes. Yeah. It was did you have any bad experiences or any like crazy experiences while you were there?
At TwitchCon?
Yes.
Um, yeah. One, I'm not even gonna disclose about. And then there was a time which a mod of mine, we were at a bar, and I was handing my cards out, and this guy just completely disrespected me, just threw my card on the ground. And my mod was like, let's go, Beezle. And I was like, you want to disrespect me? Like, let's go.
Prick it!
Yeah. You don't want these hands.
These are claws. I'm gonna scratch you. Yeah, no.
But it was also funny because at the after party, I was in the bathroom and my mod was waiting on me, my personal bodyguard, and the guy came out and saw him again. He's like, "Oh, that's Beezle's mod. We gotta go."
Oh shit! Yeah, no,
Yeah, pretty much. So
good stuff.
it ended up being a funny story.
I like it. We ended up skipping the party at the Queen Mary or whatever. That was not gonna happen. I was just checking Twitter right beforehand. I'm like, let's see what's going on. And they're like, oh, the line's out the door down the street. I'm like, oh, okay, we're not going there. We're gonna go to the bars and we're gonna skip that shit. I don't even. The people are like, come on, it's gonna be really fun. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't even want to see that. That's insane. But
I got to see a community member get completely drunk while at that after party.
Nice.
And going through the haunted areas, he's shorter than me. The only community member that's shorter than me, and I'm 5 feet even. And he's going around in these haunted mazes going, come at me, son. What you got? I lost it. I couldn't contain it. It was great. It was great. Bless his heart.
I love it. Yeah, and that's the thing is like meeting. How many community members did you end up meeting through like at TwitchCon itself?
Oh my god! Holy! I don't No,
Yeah.
I don't. There were just so many,
Yeah.
so many people, and then I got to even meet other streamers that I personally looked up to,
Yeah.
and we actually just sat down and chat the shit, and I was like,
I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
ah!
I love it. Yeah, it's I met like two or three people that I was like I I I was like didn't know what to say. I was completely tongue tied. I don't even like, and now I'm like, why? They're just humans. It's okay. Like I like walked away. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with me? And then I saw them later on. I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, no problem. And yeah, this year I'm gonna not be that person again because I'm gonna prep myself for it. And yeah, I don't need
My
I don't need to be that weird person like because I think they have enough of those. Yeah.
Yeah, I never got that way until I met Call of Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
That was my only like starstruck moment,
Mm-hmm.
and it was funny because he was right next to the Kappa Man, so I got to meet both of them, and I was like, ah, ah,
Oh, hello.
ah. But yeah, one of my community members got starstruck hardcore at the after party seeing I Am Wildcat and Mini Lad together.
Okay.
And I was like, go talk to them. And he's like, no, 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 I can't. I can't. And I was like, go talk to them. And he's like, no, I can't. They're like, do you know who they are? I was like, yeah. So I just went up and we just all ended up joking together. And then he came over. He was like, you're just talking to them? Like, you're friends? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
That was me on Saturday night. I was pretty enamored or inebriated. There we go. That's the word. I was pretty inebriated.
You were drunk.
I was feeling
Let's not
it.
be fancy here. You were
I was feeling it that night, and people were like, so there's a bunch of like partner streamers here. I was like, really? Let's hang out with them. And I was like pulling them up, like dancing with them and stuff. And I'm like, after that, like I got home, I'm like, did that just happen? Like, did that really, like, why couldn't that happen Friday night? Yeah. If I watched people at Starstruck, yeah, it's like pure joy, Bruni. It's pure joy. To just meet people that are, and and most of them are so chill that it's like, cool, they're just humans, it's fine. But and some of them had to explain that, like, hey, I'm just another person, it's cool. Like so I want to ask how many different horror games have you decided to, because I was trying to like scroll through your games, like games that you've played on just on past streams. How many horror games do you think you've played in total, or have you played enough of them?
On stream, ooh, I haven't played that many horror games on stream. We had Spooktoberfest,
Mm-hmm.
which was fun. Spooktober, even had like sounds that people could
Scare you with?
trigger. It was the worst. It was the worst mistake I've ever made. Don't do it. Don't give chat that power.
I have I did it once. I feel you.
But yeah, I haven't played that many horror games on the channel. I played the whole Resident Evil and Silent Hill before streaming.
I can't play those games.
No?
No.
Why not?
I'm okay. For any person that plays horror games, I'm like, the smallest noise makes me shit my pants. I'm horrible.
I love it.
Horrible. Nope. I played Slender Man. I played Slender Man for one stream. I'm just like, I'm gonna play Slender Man, and I turned all the lights off. My headphones were at max, and I had scare alerts on. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack in that stream, and people were like, it's okay, it's fine. And then I'd be like really like this close to the microphone and trying not to like freak out, and it's like 1 a.m, and I like almost shit my pants. Someone donated $1, and I was just like, I might ban you. I might ban you right now. I don't know why I did this, but I did it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. The biggest horror game that my channel has had was Resident Evil 7.
Nope.
And oh my god, there were tons of times where I couldn't move. I could not move in game. I was like, hey chat, hey. And then I was like, liquid encouragement. So it's gonna be a drunk stream. So that's what it ended up becoming, to play horror games. Sometimes like my heart would just be pounding so hard it would hurt. And I was like,
Yeah.
I need a break or to get drunk. Like, I don't know which way we going with this.
I was considering if I did October scare streams, I wanted to maybe get a heart monitor and have a heart monitor running, because I've seen that and I think that's
I
extremely
have
cool to
too.
do, but I know that mine would be like at 150 all night, and I don't need that in my life. I don't need them to
I've been
remind
thinking
me.
the same thing actually for if I play horror games, or even just having like an intense moment in a game,
Yeah.
just to see my heart just go boom through
Yes.
the roof, because I scream at everything.
Yeah.
At everything. Like, you can ask the community, they like, you don't watch the Beezle stream with headphones.
Mm.
You don't, because that's just asking to go deaf.
Oh, next time I come in, because I usually wear these headphones, I'm gonna turn them down as much as I can, and hopefully I'll be all right. But yeah, I I've done that a couple times with other streamers, and I feel like they should have a warning, like, don't wear headphones, because yeah, it's
Oh,
just
I gave a warning. When I played Resident Evil. I was like, headphone users, you've been warned.
it's all good. So when it comes to video games, is there any games that you just don't want to play ever on stream, or is there like anything that's off limits to your stream?
I don't like, just never got into the whole side scrolling platformer,
Okay.
race the time type games.
Okay.
I'm more of a story narrative person.
Okay.
You know, I want, like, God of War has been great. I've been playing that sadly more on my downtime
Yeah.
because there's nothing really for me to commentate on.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? Sit there and watch me just have resting bitch face while I'm looking at Norse gods?
I've heard that game is awesome though.
Ah,
But I'm not gonna buy a PS4 just for that game.
oh,
That's
okay.
my. So I bought a Nintendo Switch recently to play Smash Brothers when it comes out, and I really wanted to play Zelda, and I really wanted to play Mario Odyssey. I bought Mario Odyssey and I bought Zelda. Amazing, well worth the system. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, I've never had a PlayStation. I don't know if I really want to learn the PlayStation controller. I'll tell you right now.
What? It's so easy.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I had the hardest time dealing with Xbox to Nintendo Switch controller and back again. I'm not.
Really?
I promise you. Okay, so really stupid thing that I don't know why. I think they did this on purpose, but Nintendo Switch, their X and their Y and their A and their
Yeah,
B are
different.
swapped
Yeah.
compared to the X and Y, A and B um, on Xbox. So it totally screwed me up. And I was in the middle of a match middle of a gameplay for Zelda and died because I completely lost track of what I was doing. I'm like, oh, I'm playing on Xbox controller. And then I played Overwatch the next day, and that was just like a shit show again because I used controller. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I grew up having Nintendo,
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft, and Sony, and I would just every day switch through all of my systems. So it just comes natural. I actually traded my Xbox One in the day Bloodborne came out.
Okay. How's that, by the way?
It's my favorite game. It's so good. It's so good. Just for that, I would let you have my PlayStation just to play Bloodborne.
I was I'm really good friends with this kid from high school that he does like YouTube videos and shit like that, and he did a video on beating one of the Bloodborne bosses. Something I'll send it to you. But basically, he took him like 100 tries, and when he finished it, he screamed at the controller, screamed at the game, screamed at his best friend who was sitting right there.
Yeah.
It's like one of those. And I asked him afterwards. I said, so like, what was so bad about it? He's like, I just, for some reason I'd freeze up, and I'm like, what? Like 100 times? He's like, yeah, it's just I don't know what happened. He's like, or it would just move too fast and it would kill me. And
They
I'm like, oh, that's what Dark Souls did to me. And I was like, I'm never playing Dark Souls
yes.
again.
Well, Bloodborne is
The same,
from the
yeah.
same. Yeah, but it's just quicker, and they like every Souls game. There's going to be that one boss that
Mm-hmm.
just makes you want to hate everything.
Yes.
Oh, I had two in Bloodborne. Two. And you're giving me flashbacks.
Wait, no.
It's like, not this again.
Tell me
Like
which
there
ones
was
they are. So, because it might be one of the ones I'm thinking of.
um the very second to last boss, if you don't collect the umbilical cords, Garum,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, fuck him.
Just fuck him.
Yeah, just fuck him.
Okay.
I don't know why, but for some reason his scythe, like the range on it, just would get me. Just would wreck me. And then I finally got it. I was like, God! Like I remember screaming too, like your friend. But even worse than that was the second time you face, I can't think of his full name. Lawrence? Or something? No. But it was like the Celtic Beast again,
Okay.
but on fire in the DLC.
What?
Yeah. And I could not beat him for like a month. Like I was going at it every day for hours. I was just getting so frustrated with the I would just have to put the game down and then come back and be like, now I remember why I gave up. But I finally got it, and I actually threw my controller and stood up from the ground and just like, God, I am God.
I bit my controller.
I'm never gonna do that again.
For Dark Souls, I played for like 6 hours, and then I beat the first mini boss after 6 hours, and I freaked out during that whole thing and bit my controller so hard that there's a literal bite mark in the side of my controller because of it, because I was so angry at that. Yeah, my rage level was a little too high that day.
Damn.
Yeah, I was, because I was trying not to scream. It was like 2 a.m, and I was trying not to scream, and I'm like, I'm just gonna bite down this controller and hopefully, black out from this or something, because it's not gonna happen today. Yeah, Dark Souls, I have it on my computer. Anytime I accidentally open it, I'm like, no, we're not doing this again. I have flashbacks. I'm gonna start freaking out.
No, no, man, no, you can't hit me.
Yeah, just when I thought I was out, they brought me back
Yeah.
in. Yeah, I
Yeah, I first time with the Souls game. Oh my God. Okay, so I heard Bloodborne was coming out, and I never played a Souls game
okay.
ever before, but I really was interested in Bloodborne, hardcore, and I found out, it's a Souls game, blah blah blah, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give Souls a try. My friends have gifted it to me on Steam. Like, let's go. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I loaded up Dark Souls 2.
Okay.
And I spent 16 hours in Medulla. I didn't even get to see the first boss in those 16 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason being was my friends told me nothing. Nothing. They just sat there and was like,
yep.
Yeah, we're just going to let her go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your first Souls game. I was like, okay.
So you know my anger. I opened up the game and I had people coming into stream just to watch me die and then proceed to tell me how to do things later on in the game that I'll never get to. That was the most irritating thing in the world. To be on stream, I'm fine with people backseat. Like, I'm absolutely fine with people backseat gaming me. That's fine. But if it's for something that's like, I don't know, 12 hours from when I'm going to be doing this stream, because I'm never going to get to that part in this 12 hours, like, just please don't tell me, because it's just not going to happen. Like, if you're telling me something that's going to happen halfway through the game, go fuck yourself. Because it's just, I'm just mad at you. Like, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, did you collect that one thing? I'm like, no, I'm not even out of the first world. Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And they're just like rattling off shit. I'm like, you're not helpful. You're just mean. You're just mean. I think you're laughing at me right now.
Yeah, no, I don't let backseat gaming happen. I'm just like, you're gonna sit there and watch me struggle, and you're gonna fucking like it. You're gonna pipe down and watch this horror and watch the shit show unfold.
Oh yeah. Well, I do like with certain backseat gamers. I've had people come in and be like, oh yeah, by the way, if you go to this area, you'll get this really sweet ass sword that's gonna OP everything. And I'm like, oh okay, thank you. I just you just became my best friend now. Yeah, you can do whatever you want in the stream. I don't care. Just don't like I don't know. Don't try to shut down my stream or something. But you're now my best friend. You might become a mod. Just like, but yeah, I've had like 4 or 5.
Bros now.
Yeah, we're bros now. Like we're now pen pals. I'm gonna send you gifts in Christmas time and all that stuff because you just
Here's
made.
a holiday card.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you a sweet holiday card with my dog. My dog's gonna be in the card.
Nice.
Yes. Oh, but I'm gonna bring out your dog. So how old is your dog, by the way?
2. She just turned 2 in December.
She's a big 2-year-old. Holy crap.
She's a baby.
So, I love dogs, by the way. I'm a huge, I'm like my dog. I've had 2 dogs. I had it was a black lab, chocolate lab, German Shepherd mix. That was my first dog. And, when she passed away, we got a new dog, and she is a, she is a Shar-Pei Shepherd mix. And she is she's basically ready. She needs a short bus and a helmet because that dog is just she doesn't know her name. I love her to death. I love my dog to death, but she doesn't know her name. She doesn't know anything. You're like, oh, go get mom. She's like, huh? What did you say? Food? You said food? I heard food. I'm like, but anyways, how hard has it been to train? Because did you get her when she was a puppy or did?
Mhm.
Okay, how
I got her when she was 4 weeks old.
how hard is it to train the type of dog?
I have a Doberman.
Yep.
And I already knew what I was. It's not my first dog, but my first
Your
dog.
Your dog.
Yeah, my baby. It was tough. I paid for a trainer to help me because I knew what I was doing, but I wanted more.
Okay.
Like she was already picking up everything I was already teaching her, and I was like, I want to teach her more. And we've actually in the last 3 months I've been working on outside off leash.
Okay.
Her responding to me calling, and she just coming over and be like, "What's up?
I like that.
You good?"
I like that. So, do you plan on getting any more Dobermans or nah?
I want like a pack. I want like 4.
4 of them. Okay. Guys and girls or just girls?
I don't know. I've run a pretty bitchin' household, as I always say.
All right.
But I think the next one would be a boy.
Okay. I like it. See, and I don't think I've ever met someone with a Doberman, so it's cool to see people with different dogs. I always say that people get dogs that match their personality. I think it's 100% true. I personally, when I get my own personal dog, I want to get either a what's the big slobbery one from Sandlot? I'm trying to think of it. The English
Bernard?
No, the English Bulldog. The big old just jowls and like because I feel like that's me in dog form is a big jowly mess that just drools on stuff. I don't drool, but I mean unless I'm sleeping.
I would definitely say my dog is a mirror of me. If you get to know her, you're just like, okay.
I understand why I know. Yeah,
I understand why your dog's like this.
Yes,
it's because of you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, and it's funny because I'll make fun of her. I'm like, man, you're such a bitch today. And I'm like, huh.
Pretty sure that's. Yep. That. Yeah. And
yep. That'd be okay.
I can't tell if my dog is clueless because I'm clueless, or because she's just. I promise you, I think of these things every day. I'm like, maybe she's clueless because I'm clueless. Whatever. And then it's just like that's a thought that passes through my head. I'm like, well, whatever. But I like. If I could have like 12 dogs, I probably would. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but it'd just be different dogs, just all different dogs. Because I like dogs. I like cats. I like dogs. I like both of them. But I can only really have a lot of dogs. I can have one cat, and he's my cat who's a pain in the ass. And if I could bring him in here, I would. But he'd probably claw me to death. He's 13 years old.
Oh wow.
His name is Bailey. He is the king of the household, and I'm pretty sure if he was a human being, he'd be an interior designer because he's extremely gay.
Oh,
I love my
little flamboyant.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh, there's a bug. Oh, my paw needs to be licked now. I'm like, no, there's a bug. Go get the bug. I'm like, but he's killed like 2 mice. I'm like, what happened? Did your balls drop? Like, what happened to you? And he's like, here's a mouse. I killed it for you. Like, that's, I'm like, all right, Bailey, you fucking 14 or 13, 14-year-old cat. Like, you just actually did something for yourself in the last 13 years. Surprised. I came downstairs with a headless mouse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was a good wake up.
Yeah, I used to have a cat before I had a dog. That's actually one of the other reasons why I even got a dog was I couldn't get over the loss of my cat.
Mm-hmm. What kind of cat?
I adopted her and her sister at a shelter when they were kittens.
Nice.
And so don't really know what type of breed, but she was all black with green eyes and called her Salem, and that was my baby.
Love it.
She's still my baby. She's still here.
Yeah.
Always with me, but yeah, when she passed, I was like, all right, no cats. I can't. I feel like I'd be cheating on her.
Time to get a dog.
Yeah. And another reason why I got a Doberman is I always want one because we always had Rottweilers growing up.
All right.
But Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw Dobermans in Resident Evil video games and I was like, oh, that's a sexy dog.
Right. Do you remember, kind of getting back on the video games and stuff, do you remember what the first video game was that you played? Ever?
Going through some childhood right up here.
You're like,
no, but I remember the very first video game I ever personally owned.
Okay.
Which was on Nintendo 64, Battle Tanks.
Battle Tanks. I think I actually remember that game.
It was in a green cartridge.
Yes, I do. Oh,
that was my very first personally owned game ever.
I wish I could go into my room. I have like a stack of old video games that just I want to like do something with them because I don't play them anymore. And they just my first game was it was on the Super Nintendo. It was Star Fox. It was Star Fox, and I remember playing and yelling at my mom because she was like, "Oh, we're gonna go out." And I'm like, "Mom, there's no save points." She's like, "No, we're going out." And I'm like, but there's no save points, Mom. Like, yeah, that's if anyone doesn't know, there was no save points back in the day.
There was no autosave.
No,
there was no autosave. Yep.
I was asking on my last podcast. I asked someone that he's a little younger, so he might not remember. He didn't remember this, but you might remember this. Where you had to write down a code for save. For the save,
yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm not the only one.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yep.
Had that.
And you had I had a pad of paper next to me, and I was like, "Oh, the code is." And
then you lose the paper, and you're like, "My save."
Don't joke about that. That happened.
Yeah, I know it happened. It happened.
and then you're like, "Where's the paper? Where's the paper, Mom?" And my mom would be like, "Oh, well, I threw it out."
Parents are like, "Well, I was cleaning. I didn't know what you just had like numbers and letters scribbled on with little dashes. Like I don't know.
I can never forget my mother. She threw out Conker's Bad Fur Day. Yeah, we'll take a minute.
Oh, that was like my
pour one out for the homies. It's Conker's Bad Fur Day. She my dad had bought it for me, and I played it until I got about halfway through. Actually, I beat the game, but when I got about halfway through, there's a part where there's a flower that has like
it had big tits.
It had boobs, right? And she walked in.
I had the game.
She walked in when it happened. When that happened, she's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Nothing. What are you talking about?" I like turned off the TV, and I finished the game. And then about a day later, the game was gone.
Oh,
I'm like, Mom, where'd my game go? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, Mom, where's the game at? She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then that went on for like a week, and I just kind of ignored it, whatever. And then now, if you go to the exchange, you can buy that game for $100. I was
100 plus, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so every time I go to the exchange, I remind her. I'm like, Mom, you remember that game? And I'll take a picture and send it to her, and she's like, Stop it. I'm like, I'm just saying, Mom, you killed it.
Mine was the worst experience. All right, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Mm-hmm. We had this huge, big moment on stream for me. I used to have Conker's Bad Fur Day. but I had even the internet. You can't pull pictures really of it. I had the black cartridge, Conker's Bad Fur Day for
Okay.
Nintendo 64,
Okay.
and I remember that it was very prominent because I loved colored cartridges. Like
Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium 2 came out the glitter, and I was like, oh yeah, I need it, I need it. You know, but it was a black Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yes.
That we bought from Blockbuster.
That might have been the reason why too.
Mm-hmm. And my mom had a roommate that had a son.
Mm-hmm.
And when they moved out, who stole my games? That little shit.
Nope.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he took it. Mm-hmm. He took it. He took my Conker's Bad Fur Day.
If you ever find him,
oh yeah,
rip his head off.
He's getting the hands. He's getting the hands.
Nice. That's the worst. I've had movies taken. I've had games
He
taken.
even took my lamp.
What?
I colored that lamp too. Like me and my dad painted the lamp green and glittery. Yeah, I don't know, but he took it too.
Who takes the lamp?
I don't know.
That's
It was a low blow.
He's just like, I'm taking the game and the lamp.
Oh, he took a few games.
I remember finding Crystal version walking. I was walking outside and I found Crystal version sitting on the ground, like, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, and I picked it up and I knew whose it was because he like a week later was like, yeah, I lost my game. By that time I had already reset the game and started playing it myself, and I'm like, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm just not gonna. I still have it too, and I feel horrible. I feel horrible, but I still have the game because I'm just like,
shame.
It is. But I totally didn't.
Fucking shame.
The thing
I don't know if we can be friends anymore. No, I'm kidding.
Here's the thing: is like normally in Pokemon, you know, I used to just put my full name in there. He put Ash, so therefore, it's everyone's game. I'm sorry, no one's named Ash. If your name is Ash, then you can take the game. But other than that, yeah, that was like I felt super bad afterwards, but that was like it took him a while to. He was like, "Yeah, man,
you betrayed a fellow Pokemon trainer."
Listen, I was not happy about it, but I was also really broke, and that game was like $40. So
excuses, all the excuses.
Did you play through all the Pokemon games up until recently or nah?
No. Oh fuck! Oh god, no! There's so many. Oh, there's so many.
Where did you stop?
I had yellow, red, green. Didn't have blue. I had silver, crystal, and pearl.
Okay.
But I stopped at crystal.
Here's a really good burning question. Who was your starter in the very first game?
Surprisingly, it was either Charmander or Squirtle.
Okay. All right.
Even though Bulbasaur is the strongest.
Ember, just Ember. You know, I was a Charmander fire type every single game, except for I think the last one. I just chose the water one because I wanted to.
Squirtle.
No,
he's got a fucking name.
No. I'm talking for like the last Pokemon. I stopped. I had stopped placing.
God, there's like what are they on? Gen 10?
Yeah, I played. I think the last one I played was Black 2 and White 2. I played Black 2 because my friend had bought it for me, and that was the only reason I played it. It was the only reason. I was not gonna play it. I told him I wasn't gonna play it, and then he bought it for me. I was like, I guess I'm gonna play it now. Like that was the only reason. I felt stupid because I didn't want to play it, and he's just like, "Here, I bought this for you." I'm like,
I have the new ones on my DS that I got for my birthday, and I'm just like, "Yeah, not gonna happen. I'm gonna play Fire Emblem on this."
Yeah, I don't. I feel like the game is very COD. It's like worse than COD, and it's hard to say because I don't like COD, but
I hate COD.
That's it. To me, Call of Duty is copy paste. Add jetpacks, copy paste, add zombies, copy paste. Let's put it back in the 1920s. Copy. It's every time.
Let's go to the future.
Yeah, let's go to the future. Now let's
go even more in the future.
Now we got exosuits. I'm like, no, I don't want this. I don't want any of this. Like, please, for the love of, just stop making it. Just stop making it.
It's not tactical.
Right.
It's just run and gun. Mm-hmm. It really is. Or camp.
Yeah, camp every time.
Well, one or the other. There's no in between. There's no real forethought.
Well, now they've decided that they're going to add a battle royale mode because every game works with battle royale. I'm just saying. You know, because
Uh,
PUBG did it, so now Fortnite did it. Now let's do it because Call of Duty needs it for $60 plus tax plus everything else. You know, because I don't understand that. Like Fortnite, I'll play it because it's free, and I don't mind spending the money on free.
I was
That
one of those got suckered into that game when it first came out before there was Battle Royale.
H1Z1, yeah, H1Z1 Bernie for free did Battle Royale. Like free is good, free is fine, free is okay with me. I'm not paying $60 to play Battle Royale. It's just not happening. I don't like Call of Duty that much. I know people at work that are like, I love Call of Duty. It's the best game ever. I'm like, you also have 4 brain cells, so we'll go with that. I'm like, and for anyone that doesn't like, that likes Call of Duty, I'm sorry. I'm just not a fan. I apologize. I made it. I'm a cheap ass. I'm cheap is good. Cheap is always how it works. It took me 4 years to upgrade to another mic, and the first mic I got was for Christmas. So I didn't pay for the first mic that I had. So it took me 4 years to buy this mic, and this mic was on sale. I waited till it was on sale. Like I don't spend money on shit. Yeah.
Community.
Right.
Just,
like
I've been blessed.
I won these in a contest. Like I don't right. I don't this chair won it in a contest. Didn't actually buy it. I have a computer that's sitting over here, won it in a contest. I don't buy shit. It just doesn't happen. So yeah, don't like Call of Duty. I don't like Call. If I can.
So what type of tactical shooter then per se would you play?
Overwatch. And it's not even a tactical shooter.
It's not.
It's not. That's the thing. I don't even know because I don't play it. Like Fortnite, I guess. I don't know because I don't even play that much. Yeah.
I hate Overwatch.
I like Overwatch because I like doing all the voices. I personally like doing voices on there because it's fun. And that's the only reason why. I've become obsessed with it because of that. Have you tried Paladins? Paladins, no, I have not. I really wish that Overwatch would just continue to make cool characters and release more characters. Battlefield, yes, Battlefield is another one. I've played Battlefield. I bought Battlefield. It wasn't a bad game. I think it's less run and gunny than Call of Duty. That's another good thing.
I like destroying the buildings in that.
I like that game because it's destructive and it's fun.
Yeah, that's what I like.
And I like bayoneting people against trees. That's also fun. But yeah, no, I prefer that because that's like more tactical to me. To me, Battlefield's very tactical. It's very like, okay, we're gonna set up here, we're gonna move to here, and we're gonna kill these guys. But like, and there's actual like strategy to it. Like there's I forget what map it is, and I always go to it as there's like a sandstorm that happens. Every time that sandstorm happens, I'm like, let's kill everything. Because I know like I only have like 40 seconds for this sandstorm to come through, and I plan it. Golf. There we go. Sad. I like chat. Your chat is very nice to me because they fill in my brain because I don't remember half the stuff. Yeah, it's definitely good to see competition in these different games, like the fact that now they're building like competitions for Fortnite. They're building competitions for all these other games. Is there any games that you consider a game that they need to build a competition for? Like that's been you've been playing it all or not?
I mean, I play some games that are competitive and already have like a league, like Rainbow Six.
Okay.
Siege is my tactical shooter.
I need to try that game.
I love Rainbow Six Siege. I would say that's where a lot of my base community has came from, playing Rainbow Six. Honestly,
Yeah.
I played StarCraft 2.
I never got into
played
that.
a little bit of For Honor, League of Legends. We're not gonna.
League. You're not a fan of League?
I was one of those ones that might have got permabanned for talking shit.
Oh.
and played for 16 hours every day.
That's, hey, you know what though? I knew guys that used to play World of Warcraft for basically the entire summer. Didn't come outside except for, you know, like to see the sun at least once a day. Like
I don't know what the sun is still.
I I I have a buddy who built a computer so he could play World of Warcraft at high settings. That was his entire, and I'll tell you, he bought 2 Titan X's and built a computer with 2 Titan X's just for that. Yeah. Um, do you want to be unpermitted banned from League of Legends so you can continue your reign of shit talking?
Well, okay, the account that got banned was my end of season 1, season 2, and season 3 plat count.
Mm.
And then I had, of course, the Smurf accounts, and then I have my current account, which just screams, "I'm a troll, please target me." Because my name is Beezle Swag Yellow. And my whole fives team was the was the swag team. We all had 420, no scope, smoke weed every day. Like, do you even lift, bro? Like, that was all of our names. And people are like, really? This is the fives team we're playing against? And I was like, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
We're serious.
Yeah, we're serious. And we did great plays.
Yeah.
And then still talk shit.
That's sweet.
Yeah, now to this day, if I ever play League, I never stream it. And I keep chat. I have it blocked for me. I don't even let myself look at chat or can type in chat because I know what's gonna happen.
you know there's gonna be a shit show about to happen. I like it.
Yeah, my one mod, I taught him how to play League. It's like Beezle playing. It's bad. So that's why positivity and me playing League do not go well.
You're like, this is a not positive stream, guys. I'm just gonna let you know, just for this game, just for this one game.
It is just that one game. I don't know what it is about it, but it just brings the most competitive, meanest side out of me.
Yeah.
It's just that one game. I'm just like, eat shit and die. Like, it's bad. So that's why I'm just like, all right, we're not gonna show this.
No, I understand that with Overwatch, I get to, I'm like, I'm good on certain characters, and then I get into certain characters, and I'm like, why the fuck are you not on the point, guys? What is going on? Is there something wrong with your controller or your mouse or your keyboard? Like, what the fuck is wrong? And people are like, what do you mean? I'm like, but you're across the map. The point is here. Well, I'm Mercy. I'm a fucking healer. What are you doing? And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've gotten blocked off of people's, like, people will block my voice chat, and then I will type to them, the fuck are you doing? And then yeah, that's usually how those nights end.
Yeah, mine's
Rage.
I'm just straight up being like, so who's got the mental issues? Like, I get personal.
Oh yeah. I had a stream where I was playing Overwatch, and I had some girl on my team, and she kept telling me, like, change characters. I'm like, I'm not changing. I'm not good at this character. Please don't tell me to change characters. If you want to play that character, you go right ahead. I don't know how to play that character, so I'm not going to play that character. And for everyone that's out there, if you tell people to change characters and you don't personally want to play that character, fuck off. I don't understand that. Like, they're like, oh, you should play Bastion. Why? Why the fuck do I need to play Bastion? Well, because you need to hold a point. Or, you know, you could do that and we could just move on. Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
I could be like, or you could be fucking decent at the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. The chat emotes that you have, are those in-game asylums?
Yes.
I could tell just because I recognize the bald head.
I hung out with him at TwitchCon. He's actually one of the other streamers I personally look up to a lot.
Yeah.
And we just sat there and talked.
I have to say, for him and like his whole concept of a asylum, fucking amazing. Like,
yeah,
literally, I the first time I ever saw him was when he was doing his reboot, and I had to say, fucking amazing. I wish I could tell that dude in person. I don't even understand. Like, I had never watched this stream ever, and then it popped up on Twitter or something that In-Game Asylum was doing a reboot and his channel went dark or something like that. And I was like, okay, let me check this guy out. And then I started watching his stuff, and then I started watching him after the reboot, and I was like, holy fuck, is this dude cool? Like, and his concept is so innovative. Like, I had to say,
It's funny.
right?
It's just so funny. I always lurk there.
To me, it's one of those things with cool concepts for streams. Like, streaming, when you play video games, it's cool. When you do art and do creative, it's cool. When you have a concept where I come in and I'm like, holy fuck, is this amazing? I've done this a couple times, and I'm just like, how has this never been thought of? Like, how? Like, it's just like, oh shit, it's just like Sheriff Eli, who was doing GTA roleplay, and he was a cop. That was the only thing he did. He roleplayed cop for the whole time, and he like it made it a character that's so good. It's so concrete that you're like, this is the guy. Like, I met him, and I'm like, this is the guy. Like, it's to me, when people embody
that persona,
yes, when they embody it, it's just like, holy shit. They do that more than they do themselves, than they're really themselves, which is
and then you meet them and you're like, hold up.
Yeah,
in game, in person, he's the most relaxed person.
Yeah,
like, he's so chill.
Mm-hmm.
You would never think his streams are that way, ever.
Yeah,
like, I thought he was gonna fall asleep. I was like, damn, dude, didn't know I was that fucking tired.
Yeah, he's
just watching him in person. I was like,
yeah. I have to say, it's just like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some other people that are kind of like that. That have a very they have that persona. I mean, you can go to like Dr. Disrespect, but that's not like, to me. He's got his whole thing is kind of like blown up to I don't even understand how to explain it anymore. Kind of a degree. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, I try not to shit talk people on stream at all, but like, I'm not like, I follow him just to see like what's gonna happen next. I think that's my whole thing. Is like, it's like watching a train wreck. It's like, okay, so what's gonna happen next? Let's check it out. Let's just watch, and then eventually
it's gonna be like, which woman you gonna cheat on next?
And it's like, well, to me, it's like, there's the shit show that can happen. I know we're kind of like changing gears again, but the shit show that can happen on Twitch and a flash moment is crazy to me.
That's the beauty of live content.
It's crazy.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, like,
even the streamer doesn't know what's gonna happen.
Well, it's just like, it's anything. It could be like Summit 1G punching his screen out in the middle of the stream like that. He didn't think he was going to do that day, but he did it. And now it's on Twitch live fails, and guess what? It'll never go away. It's just that simple. Like, I like seeing the live aspect, but holy shit, is it scary. Like, I've had my green screen fall on me in the middle of the stream before. It's not a fun.
I hit my lamp over.
Nice.
I've disappeared on stream for 30 some minutes drunk once, just to make waffles.
You're like, guys, I'm gonna.
I didn't expect to disappear for 30 minutes while streaming, but I really want those goddamn waffles.
Did you come back and go, oh shit, I was streaming the whole time?
I came back with the waffles and ate them on stream, and then dropped my fork and was like, oh hey. I didn't plan it.
Yeah.
But I really wanted waffles while drunk, so
I have to say, I haven't done too many stupid things, and I have a candle with me at all times, like, so I'm very cautious about that. That's my biggest fear. I'm not even really fearful of knocking this damn thing over anymore, because I'm so far away from it now. Like, I've set it up so I'm really far away from it now, but like, I'm super fearful that I'm gonna like smack my candle over and like burn myself or like spill water on my computer. That's like my biggest fear, I think. Yeah. Do you have a painted wall, by the way? I can't see. Is it?
No, this is just a green screen.
What the? It looks so solid. Like that. I don't know.
I
I love it.
know.
I love it. I love it.
It fully pulls up,
Mhm.
retracts down
Is it
in
the?
a cave.
Is it the Elgato?
Yeah.
How do you like it, by the way?
Oh my god. So before I had this, I
Mm.
had the worst green screen imaginable. That every solitary stream, it just became a thing. That if my green screen didn't work, it wasn't a Beezle stream. It wasn't a Beezle stream if her green screen did not fuck up and try to eat her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
It was straight up ghetto rigged. Like I had it laced up to my bookcase and weighted down on the other side and strung across. It was bad.
I could show you my shit show, but my green screen, it looks like a mess, but when it greens out, it's like a fucking it perfect. Like I'm really good with the lighting in here, so all my lights bounce off my white walls and light the shit out of this. Makes it look beautiful. When it's not green screen, it looks like a fucking mess, and I don't understand it, but I just don't care. Like I just added to it, so it makes it all pretty now. It's all like the whole side and all that stuff, and I want to add another camera. But at the same time, I don't really know if that's a good idea because I don't know if that's gonna be more bullshit for me to deal with. I like the Elgato thing, but I don't want to spend the 160. That was my these two pieces of fabric, $16. Once again, this goes back to the original comment. I'm cheap as fuck, cheap as fuck. The Elgato though, you're happy with that the up and down? It hasn't shit on you.
It hasn't. Nope. Another reason why this one works out for me is my game room is also my workout room. So behind me is a treadmill, weights. It's a mess.
Yeah.
And I'm happy you guys can't see my tabletop because there's like water bottles, candy wrappers, like a whole bunch of shit.
Nah. The what with the upgrade your computer, I do want to ask you really quick, what did you guys end up doing with your computer when you upgraded it, or when the community came together and helped you build a computer and all this stuff? Did you go like above and beyond with the computer, or what did you guys end up going with?
We went with iBuy Power.
Okay.
So then every month it was like a goal to reach, that payment for the PC.
That's awesome.
So
Not sweet.
that's how that was all funded and done.
That's sweet. That's I like. Once again, God bless your freaking community.
They're ridiculous. They are all just crazy, over supportive sons of bitches. Honestly, like every community member brings something unique to the table. Like it's not even about the money, or the donations, but just everybody and what they talk about and what they like. I always find it interesting.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, how's your day going? Oh, I'm doing this. I got the kid here. I'm just like, neat. You cray, boo boo.
But yeah, and I have to thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Because I enjoy, like I said before, I enjoy highlighting people who truly are like the people that I'm like, okay, these are going to be the next people that people are going to be looking up to. And I want people to see that before it happens. Like I want to be above. I want to show people before they're like, they went from like 1,000 views or 1,000 followers to 1 million followers, and I want to show that people are seriously amazing. Like, and that's why I had you on tonight.
Yeah.
For like, I feel like people don't realize like, that the people that have these 1,000 followers or whatever, even if it's 100 followers, that they mean so much to the 5 people that watch them or the 100 people that watch them. But yeah, I have to say thank you, like bottom of my heart. You're awesome, like, and your community awesome. You guys definitely know how to bring the chat to to other chats. I love it, and I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with us. I do want to ask you one thing. before I get you out of here, because I'm gonna probably get you out of here so I can get to bed, and I'm sure you got shit you gotta take care of tonight before you.
Just gonna play video games.
Hey, that's cool too. So my one question I try to ask everyone, is what's one thing that you can give, or you can tell people, if they're coming in to streaming, what's one thing you can tell them, as a piece of advice, or even if it's two things or three, it doesn't matter.
Are you gonna get a speech in me here?
Go for it. I want to hear I want to hear this.
Coming into streaming, don't honestly don't set an expectation for it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Don't expect that in a week you're suddenly gonna have even 3 people watching you. What you need to go into streaming is, why are you doing it? Are you having fun? Do you enjoy what you're giving out to people? And one of the best advice I can honestly give to any new streamer is get used to talking to yourself. It sounds like the most stupidest thing ever, but if chat isn't rolling and nobody's watching, are they really going to want to sit there and watch a streamer that's like,
Yeah.
no, they don't. You need to sit there and talk to yourself. And even when chat is rolling and you're playing your video game, all you got is a camera in front of you.
Yeah.
You're still talking to yourself. Another thing is, it is very easy to lose motivation while streaming. Even if you are successful, and even for myself personally, there's the puppers. I lose motivation, even though I'm blessed to have the community that I have and all the support that I have, to have the things that I'm allowed to have thanks to them. But doesn't mean I don't lose motivation from time to time. There are moments even I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I don't feel like my content's good. I don't think anyone new is going to show up. You know, but you have to look back on where you already came from.
Mhm.
Even if it's just that one person and you're starting out and you just got one tiny follower and they maybe make to say your stream once a month, but they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm finally happy to be here. Like, cherish that one person.
Yeah.
Because that one person is going to make it to 2 and then 2 from 3. And you really have to have that type of mindset going into it.
I like it. And see, and I think that's the first time I've ever heard people say that. I like the second and third thing, at least. The fact is I think that those are good points to almost cherish each individual follower, because they didn't have to. They didn't have to hit follow. They didn't have to hit subscribe. They didn't have to hit, whatever to watch your shit, but they did, and that's super fucking important. Like,
even if they don't show up every stream, doesn't mean that one follower, when they come back, is excited to be back.
oh yeah.
So don't undermine that.
Yeah.
You don't know what that person's been through, and that's where a lot of stories I've gotten from, some very heartfelt stories of people being like, I found your stream during a really bad time, like really bad. Like, I've got some dark stories. And they're like, but what helped me was your stream. They're like, I know I haven't been around a lot because I've been dealing with stuff.
Yeah.
But your stream is my relief. And I'm just like, take your time, boo. I'll be here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I do want you to shout out anything you want to shout out. 8-Bit Dojo, anything that you want to throw out there that you want people to check out for you, or for anyone that you support.
I would say definitely check out my stream team, which I just recently joined, is the 8-Bit Dojo. All the streamers in that community that I've interacted with and even seen are awesome, phenomenal streamers.
Okay.
They all have great communities, and my mod, iGames. He's in chat. He's also a fellow streamer, and his community has really helped make my community.
I love it. I do want to ask, is that the same guy that I met at?
Yes.
I was like, I saw his picture before. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's the same person, but I didn't want to jump to conclusions. But yes.
Nope, that's my best friend.
Is that the bodyguard as well?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
He's a big man.
Yes, yeah, he's a big. I can attest, he's a big man. But yeah, that's awesome. Anyways, thank you. Like, seriously, thank you very much, and I hope to see you at con if you can make it. If you can't, no biggie, no biggie. Tell the puppers I said hello.
Hello. I'll probably hop up and then give her some lovin's.
Yes, and yeah, I'll have to pop in your stream tomorrow. You have tomorrow. I would say today's Tuesday, so it'd be tomorrow at 10 p.m.
I'm debating. I might pick up where this drops off after I take the pupper out.
There you go.
You know, since I'm already here.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So, but we'll see.
Cool.
See how it feels.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming by and hanging out.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. And
it's a pleasure.
For everyone that came by, thank you guys so much. Bruni, thank you for the follow, and Beals, seriously, thanks for the host, and thank you for coming by. And I hope to see you guys in the next podcast we're gonna be doing, hopefully soon. So, and I'll post everything up. I'll need picture of you to use possibly, and or if you like the one that I posted, that too. If you,
I don't even know what was posted.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, if you want me to change anything up, or if you have anything to add to the information for this, let me know.
I'll probably be okay.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah, it's good.
But thank you guys for coming by. I hope to see you guys in soon, and thank you for stopping. I'll see ya.
Peace out.
Bye.
I'm a Girl Scout. Bye.